You know, it rides and being in or walking in your purpose. We was talking about serving people. Mm-hmm. If you serve the folks right, you ain't got to worry about that.
It's a circle.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm serving.
Yes.
There should be something in the circle. It's a circle.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Yeah. You can't sow without reaping.
Right.
Right. You can't live without dying.
Come on now.
You're gonna sow back.
Yeah.
No matter what. I'm give all this life. Mm-hmm. You know, and one of the things that we talk about in the purpose piece, because I want to get to this piece, because I want the people to understand, God has wired you a certain way. Which I tell you about the 4 elements.
Yeah.
And it's easy for you to remember, instead of trying to remember choleric, sanguine, and all that. I told him, our earth child is the hardest child to raise. Mm-hmm. How I know you're an earth child? An earth child remembers stuff. They bury stuff.
Yeah.
An earth child, see, sometimes people think that the real funny guy, the sanguine, outgoing, makes the best comedians. They don't. The best comedians are earth people. Like, you see what happened to Robin that killed herself.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. William.
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams, yeah.
Because people think they're all joke. Because outside, let me tell you how you know a good comedian. A good comedian sees stuff as something you don't see. You say, you're right. They'll look at something, earth, they're detailed. They can look at something, and they'll talk about your limp.
Yeah.
They'll talk about someone that everybody, you're right, Rob, do that. Like Eddie Murphy talks about his family.
Why you had to bring up the limp, though?
You ain't on limp, man. That's that foot. That's that foot. So, but you know what? You start, and we can remember that thing, So, an earth person, don't forget. So I have to be careful. If I got a child, I can't say something to my child that's an earth person like, man, I wish I never had you. They could be 4 or 5 years old and they always gonna remember.
They're gonna remember it.
So when you sit and talk to them, I remember when I don't remember none of that stuff, man. Listen, man, I don't remember nothing. You know what I mean? I'm not an earth person, So I had to learn to be more detailed. I had to learn to be more. Think about it. If a hand didn't always be that, sometimes your thumb over here, all that. When God makes that man, an earth person, when he designs, it's detail. A leaf. The leaf ain't in the ground. The leaf is on the tree.
Right.
The roots are in the ground. The roots don't grow up on top of the tree. So it's detailed. So you have to know an earth person, the hardest person to the hardest child to raise. When you're looking at a detailed person, they gonna ask questions.
Yeah.
See, and
a bunch of them too.
Yeah, a bunch. They go, why? Why you having? See, back then we were talking. You having no question. We never asked why. So an earth person is frustrated because why? They want the details. So when I go into a meeting, when I was the president of the co-op, I look. That's an earth person. He wants the detail. Deion Kong wants to. He knows what a nugget weighs. He know what one nugget costs. He know when you talk about food costs. He knows. He done looked at the numbers, all that, right? So when I go to the meetings, I got all the background numbers. Mm-hmm. Now, to me, quote unquote, I don't think first numbers and all that. I look at it. I think you're gonna work. I'm excited. I charge the hill. I'm like wind. I'm like the wind. Mm-hmm. I flow. I'm butterfly. Right. So that I know how I think, but I also know I need these other talents at the table because I charge the hill, all gung ho with the bugle and the flag and the drum and they got a machine gun on top of the hill, Rob, and killed half of the guys.
Right.
A detail guy said, and so what I did, and this is what I'm trying to tell you. We be doing stuff in church, I be doing things, and the young lady who's a good friend, Erica, she's deep, she's earth. And she'll be asking questions. And a person will get mad because it seems like she's against what I'm trying to do. Mm-hmm. Every time I bring something to the table, man, they asking all these questions and this, that, how we gonna get there? How long it's gonna take? What did this happen? So what I told her, I said, look at Erica. I said, at your job, a lot of times you got some people think you be against their project. She said, yeah, they do. I say, it's cause how you wire. She, what you mean? I say, you're a detailed person. That's why they need you at the table. So that the king don't do something that's gonna cost him his life or his job. Mm-hmm. Or gonna cost the economy to crash. You detail, that's your gift. But you gotta pose it to let me know you with me.
Yeah.
So what I told her to say is that you got a project going on, Rob. Instead of me saying, oh, what about this? What about that? I said, hey, man, Rob, I like that idea, but did you think about that?
Right.
Let me work with you, Rob, and let's look at the numbers on that so that when you get there, you know, it ain't a nightmare, so your dream come true. So that's what the earth person does. They detail. Then you got the person who's Steve Killian was my guy. He's a gambler. He going bam. We ain't got to have all the numbers.
Right.
We almost alike. But Steve, we need the numbers, Doc. We put things in place. We're not gonna come up with something. Give me time to do the research first. Let's table that.
Right.
I think it's a good idea, but let's look at all the numbers so that if I bring to the table, I know this one gonna be asking all the questions. We don't have them now. So we don't do nothing sporadically in the meeting, spontaneously, because it might not be. We don't have all the numbers. So if I want to trick a person, like what they do to me is that they make it look all good, sound good, right? Yeah. So I run there and get buzzed up. So I started telling the agency, the different ones that was on the board, the team and the marketing and all that. I would say, give me the numbers, right? So I get the numbers and I want to send it out to different ones. So when they come to the meeting, they're not cold.
Right.
They got we send out, so we come to the meeting, it could be fruitful. Come to find out, they were getting mad when I asked for them numbers. Why you need all them numbers? I said, wait a minute, man. I told one dude, Greg Fields. I said, Greg, you gonna stop this. Like you got a problem giving me the number. I said, I have to ask you for this every time. Right. Automatically, they're gonna ask for that. I said, so it seems to me that you have a whole team in Dallas that go through all this. You get all that, but you're going to want to give me just the fluff.
Right.
Don't do that anymore.
Right.
And if your conduct keep being the same, we're going to have some problems. I did. Mm-hmm. We had to remove him off he was the lead guy on the service and account because he didn't understand what that meant.
Right.
Or he did understand what it meant. Because they don't give you all the details. So you need somebody to detail with you so that the details are brought out.